The first activity on day one is a really good one. As kids come in, they can join you. And so in the curriculum, it's written where each kid will get a piece of paper and they'll come up with like their name animal. So mine would be Kelly Kangaroo or something like that. And so they draw a picture of their name animal on a piece of paper. One of the things that we kind of changed, we thought would be a good idea, is having these big pieces of butcher paper on the grounds, and so you kind of, as they come in, you assign them to one of the butcher papers, and they get to do it as a team, so it's kind of more bringing them in and getting them to know each other. And so if y'all want to, we can do this activity. Y'all can come and get around the butcher paper.
How many for each one?
Maybe 5.
Okay.
I think there's 4 of them, so come on. Oh, not everybody has to? Oh my gosh.
Jackalope. Here, pass out.
Ooh, we have Jay's.
So as the kids are doing this, you can walk around and kind of ask. As the kids are doing this, you can walk around and ask them about their animals, so you can kind of get to know them, why they chose the koala, why they chose the lizard, and get to know your kids as they do this. So.
Creation
I
point.
like a lizard.
Creation point 2, Kelly.
I'm making a lizard.
Not you, Kelly. Kelly Hawkins, is there a way to tie it back into that day's lesson?
That this is the creation day. So God created you, God created these animals. You can reinforce the main point as you walk around and talk to them about their animals.
And the creativity of our God, how creative He was.
Right.
What He did.
Questions on activity 1?
There's none.
No.
Oh. I thought you meant like talk about questions.
That was really good. All right.
Okay, hi. So activity 2 is the second thing that they will do right after they finish drawing their name, and you learn all of their name, hopefully, and also you associate them with an animal, and it's talking about amazing acts. And this is the first time that we'll talk to them about what we'll be doing for the day, talking about creation and how God is amazing, and He is doing amazing things. He's done all of this amazing work in creating all these animals. So we talk to them about if there is anything that they can do that's really amazing. If I was teaching this class, I would say, man, all of your animals are so cool. You made this animal, you made this animal. My name is Michael, and I drew a mouse. But I also have a special thing that's pretty amazing, and I can make a face like a camel. Does anybody want to see my face like a camel?
Yes.
And then I would make the camel face, and I would say, can anyone else make a silly face like an animal? Johnny, can you make a face like an animal? That's perfect. That's a squash lemur face. That's amazing. Very good. And then you talk to them about how we can show off and do different things around the classroom. So if everybody would stand up, then you say, okay, we're going to go down the line, and I want to see something amazing that everyone can do. Some examples are, can you stand on one foot while kicking the other leg? Can you do these arms? Can you do silly arms? Can you do the chicken dance? Can you do all these things? And then you would ask all the children to do things individually. What can you do? Can anybody raise their hand and say that I can do something very cool? I can make a fun motion, or I can do a silly face. Anyone? Anyone can do a silly? Yes, Kelly.
I can suck my nose in.
Let's see it. Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's really cool. Can anybody touch their tongue to their nose? Everybody? Anybody? Go for it, Amy. Wow, that's really, really good. Okay, can anybody wiggle their ears?
Kirk can make
Nice one. Nice one, Kurt. Very, very good. Okay, you guys can take a seat. So you would go around the room and you would talk about the things that we can all do, and God made us all different, and we can all do really, really amazing things. And how you connect it all together is you talk about that God is the creator, and in very few days, 6 days, God created everything, and He is amazing. And I love at the end where she wrote that He's made us all very special and unique, and God is really an amazing creator. And this is the part that's the most important part to land on, is that He deserves our worship. And the second part of this sentence is the really great thing, the focus of our heart. And I think that's a big thing to land on for that day. Yes, He's the creator, but He deserves our worship and the focus of all of our energy and all of our thoughts and all of our lives. And so that's kind of the second part. You tie all of that together by introducing, hey, we're talking about God as the creator today, and he's amazing. That's it.
So activity 3 is called animal cards, and you're going to have a set of cards that will be printed out, and they have a head, a middle, and a bottom. And so the object of this is to get the kids up, get them moving around. You'll get to play music, so you'll explain to them that when the music starts, you're going to hand one of these to each kid. When the music starts, start moving around. When the music stops, they have to get into groups of 3. Now the object is to get in a group of 3 with someone with a head, someone with a middle, and someone with a bottom. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to try this really quick. So I need 6 volunteers. I've got 1, and I'm going to give you this, and I've got 2, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to hand you this, and I'm going to hand you not just all bottoms, because we'll have some silly animals if we do that. And that's one of the things, is you want to make sure you don't hand out all middles, all bottoms, and all heads, because then you're going to have some really silly animals. Okay, is that it? Okay. And also, if when they break, if there's more than just groups of 3, so you don't want the little kid number 4 running out going, I don't have a group, tell them just pick a group and make a bigger animal that's just silly. And then you're going to tell them once they form their group, they're going to talk to each other, and they're going to decide what is the name of their animal that they just created and what sound does it make. And then you might pick a few groups each time, say, tell me what your animal name was, what does it sound, and let them perform that or talk about that in class. And go, that's awesome, that's so cool. We are creating some outstanding, crazy animals today. So we're going to start the music. Y'all get to move around, and it's going to be really exciting. You can do crazy moves. You can walk like this. You can walk heel to toe. You can change it all up, and I should face the camera, not backside. So that would be super great. So are y'all ready? Ready. Okay. Start moving around. There's a crazy movement. Right? Get excited. Get excited. And then when the music stops, you freeze. Now go. 5 groups of 3. Find with a head, a middle, and a bottom. That's okay.
Need a head. Get over here. We don't have this one.
All right, that's okay. Well, somehow we've got some silly, crazy animals. Okay. Okay, what is the name of your animal and what sound does it make?
It is a zeep sheep mo.
And this is the sound it makes.
Oh, bless you. Okay, so we have a really crazy sheep mole with a sneezing sound. What is the name of your animal? What sound does it make?
What happened to yours?
Cam sheep.
A cam sheep? Okay, does it make a sound?
Sheep mo.
No, because it has no head.
It has no head. It is a very silent animal, and that is okay. What about you?
A Michael Duck Gator.
A Michael Duck Gator, and what sound does that make? Oh my goodness, that is the best sound ever. Okay, now then you ask the class, go ahead and have a seat. You can hand back your cards. I know, that's okay. And you'll play several rounds. It's a great way to get the kids interactive, moving around, get to mingle, get to know each other. Just be silly and crazy. One kid's out, say make an animal with 5 parts. And if they end up with 2 and 2, that's okay also. Just keep it moving, keep it fun. And then the point is you're going to make the connection of how in Genesis that we learned that God in Genesis 1 and 2, he created all of the animals in one day, that God is very creative and he is an amazing God, and that we can praise him and worship him for all that he's done. And then you can also, if you have time, ask them, what was your favorite animal you saw? What was the favorite noise? But if you don't have time, just keep moving and go on to the next thing.
Okay, this is activity 4, and this is going to be a relay. So this is one of your. Oh, I'm excited. This is where you get your craziness out. This is the creation craziness game, and we've got the 7 days up there labeled, and we've got cards here. So I'm going to lay these out. Oh, let's spread them out.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're going to divide your team, and depending on how many kids you're in, you can do 4 teams of 12. You can do, I don't know how many classes y'all have.
A lot of kids at South.
Okay, 4 teams of like 8. And so you're going to say on your marks, get set, go. The first child's going to go. You're going to run up, pick a card. You're going to find out what bag it goes in. The bags are labeled. What day of creation happened? So Belinda's going to go first and go.
All one team.
Yeah, go one team, go.
Okay.
Son, day 4.
What? It says it on the bag.
Oh, it does?
Stop cheating. Stop reading. Stop reading.
Okay, so that, you wanna go again?
Finish it.
The words are on the bag.
Sea creatures 5.
I can already tell doing this, I would probably take my bag to the floor, have some kind of sticky, wait, yeah, because it's gonna fall over.
Come over here and say that again.
Okay. I would probably weight my bag or put some kind of sticky tack or something on the bottom so the bags won't fall over as they're doing the relay.
Beanbag in the bottom of the bag.
Or beanbag in the bond bag, or beanbag in the
Way
Okay, are y'all good? I'm gonna, okay, so that goes on forever, and then when the kids are done with the relay, they're gonna lay on the ground and rest, because on the 7th day God rested. So as they're resting, you can review the story for the day. So I'm gonna pick day 5, sea creatures and birds, and you can pick one out. I'm hoping they have it in the right bag. God created the birds. Why do you think God created the birds? So you can be reviewing your lesson from the day and going over all the creation questions. And you can talk about why God created things, what was the purpose, and so they've heard, most of them probably heard the lesson by now for the day, this activity. And at the end you can pray and just thank God for all the creation. But this is a very fun, energetic activity, and it will go on. Yes, Miss Cindy?
Do you have a set of these for each?
I have 4 sets per room. Yes, so there's one, so you're, yes, so I would do on 4 corners of the room. I know you're not gonna have a lot of space, it's a little running relay, so I put it in a corner of a room, each of the corners, and do your 4 groups. They can stand in the center and they'll go, tag your friend, come back. The first group done, lays down, you resting on the 7th day God rested. So, is that good? But yes, I would definitely weight the bags because you can see they're falling over. Beanbag in it, good choice there.
Great room decorations too is if you put something on the wall to visually see what days 1 through 7 were.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's written on the bag, but for somebody who's never
Someone's
been to
new,
church
yeah, because
before,
Kelly,
this is
Kelly
gonna be-
was yelling about, day 4, day 4.
Yeah,
She's
so
got the.
decoration idea for a wall is to walk through the 7 days of creation on your wall.
Good job. Nice job, Chelsea.
All right, today we're going to play a game, and it's called Categories, and this is a really fun game. Remember, this is Activity 5, so they've gone to Master Teaching, they've probably seen the big show, they've done their craft, they've had their snack, so it has been a full morning. So what we need to do is make sure you have a large play area. Now, I know some of these classrooms are a little bit smaller, so just do the best you can. You can use some painter's tape, blue painter's tape, to tape a box on the floor to give you the area. So what I'm gonna need is 6 people. If I can have one person stand here on the red line, and everyone else can come and stand back here on the orange line, that would be fantastic. Okay, in this activity, we're going to have it, which is Kurt, is going to face the wall because his back must be to the people that are on this other line. Now this is a great opportunity too, just to teach little tricks and techniques about having your floor space with where you want them to stand. Give them a place to go and they will go there every time. What they are going to do, starting with Callie here, is they are going to come up with a category of something and then tell a neighbor. So for example, say you chose the color blue, the category would be what? Colors. Colors. So, for example, Miss Callie, what do you go ahead, pick a category?
Does it need to be different?
It does need to be different. And then whisper to Landon what your choice is. So our category, so our category, what is,
different things.
tell me what your category was. Okay, so, wait a minute,
I can't choose that?
that's very specific.
Okay, I'll change.
It's a category.
Okay, our category, Kurt, is animals. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to call out different kinds of animals. And if you choose what Callie's choice was, she will get to be it and you get to go in line. So go ahead. Your category is animals.
Cat, dog, cheetah, elephant, giraffe.
Wait, y'all.
Hog.
Wait, I'm
have
out.
an animal.
Category is animals. Y'all have.
Okay, I've got one.
Oh, we all
in the back.
But I whispered my choice to him.
Yeah. You
Right,
have
right?
to tell them, otherwise they'll cheat and all run the first thing he says. So you have to tell each other what.
Oh, we didn't know
Right,
they were running.
right,
Where are they
Yes,
running?
sorry.
Does everybody pick a
Okay,
different
so I did it right.
So
So if
they just
two
have to get
people-
past him?
If 2 people
What
pick
hap-
dog, if if 2 people pick dog, the first person to tag his back wins.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
No, ouch. So if he says my animal, I take it back. Okay, go again, Kurt.
And here's the thing, this is another trick because children are gonna be very high energy. You can make them walk like a robot, so they walk very slowly. You can make them walk heel to toe, just in case. Walk like your animal, just in case you have a little overzealous friend that maybe wants to go. Okay, the category is animals. Go.
Aardvark, anteater, koala bear, cheetah.
It counts.
Oh, yeah, bear.
Bear, koala bear,
That's a
false.
bear.
Okay.
In the bear category.
Is now in and choose new category.
Screws in the numbers.
What's the category they're going to come up with for?
I get to choose the
You
category.
get to choose the category.
Colors.
Okay, colors. So pick your colors. Tell each other your neighbors so everybody knows. All right. Start calling out colors.
Fuchsia. Blue.
Okay. All right.
Is it fuchsia?
And the point for this activity is that God created many things. He created light, He created the birds, the fish, and the animals. What we're doing is showing that everything that ever was, ever will be, has been created by God, and because of that, He deserves our worship and praise.
All right, this is the wrap up for day 1. Every day for the wrap up, the children will do their review in their God's Big Story booklet. You will also have a leader booklet so that you can follow along and do it with them. So for Monday, day 1, they'll do the first 2 pages. The first thing they'll do is you'll review the main point, and the kids will get to fill it in the little blank. So the main point was God is creator, so you'll have all the kids write creator in their blank there. And then down the page is what God created each day. Starting with day 1 and then going through day 6, and then obviously day 7, God rested. So, and they'll write next to it what God created. So for day 1, it says God created, and they'll write light. Day 2, God created sky and ocean. Day 3, God created land and plants. Day 4, God created the sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, God created the birds and the sea creatures. Day 6, God created animals and people. And then for day 7, God rested, so you won't write anything there. And then the last thing they'll do is on the next page, there's a little box here that says, my favorite thing that God created. And they can write in the box, or they can draw a picture. I drew a picture of me and my husband because that's my favorite thing God created. And so, anyway, and that's just kind of review the day. And obviously you'll want to, close in prayer, thanking God all for the wonderful things that He created that day, and just review the different things. You can obviously ask the children to go around and share their favorite things that they created. The most important thing that the kids get out of it is that God made everything good the first time. He started His story with perfection. God is truly amazing, and He deserves our worship. Thank you.